Okay, I am just getting my supplies ready to start casting on my Jaunty shawl. And I think what I'm going to do, so she has 4 suggested needle sizes depending on the weight of your yarn. And I think I am more of a true decay rather than a light decay sport. Okay, so I have my 4-inch. These aren't 32. She does recommend the 32. I will use these as long as I can, and then I will switch to longer ones. So my 4 millimeter circulars. I am not gonna knit a gauge swatch. Okay. And that's because, so I'm not knitting a gauge swatch because it's a shawl. It's going to be what it is. Okay. Let's talk about this Jaunty shawl and the fact that I am taking it out for a 4th time. Hopefully, this is the last time, but I doubt it. Okay, so where do I keep messing up? So you have this setup, which is a 10-row setup. I kept messing up in there. And then you have an increasing pattern repeat, which is 8 rows repeat. So you do this 10 setup rows once, and then you move to the 8 rows repeat until you start decreasing. Not a big deal. I finally made it through my setup. And now I got to the increasing pattern repeat. My problem, and what I might need to do, is I might need to write this out for myself differently, because you repeat 2 rows you do 2 rows 3 times in a row. So the instruction says repeat rows A and B twice more. And then you move on to your next set of rows. What I do to remember what my right side is I put a stitch marker in. So if there is a stitch marker facing me, that is the right side of the project. If there is not a stitch marker facing me, that's the wrong side. And I move my stitch marker up through the pattern. I think what I'm going to do to help myself is I'm going to write this out in a way that's more functional for me. I'm going to use my knitting journal. Okay, I will be right back once I get this done. Hi friends. Okay, I have been up for quite a while. Echo, what time is it? I've been up for about 45 minutes. Let me... Okay, I've been up for about 45 minutes knitting on my Jaunty Shawl, and I wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about that this morning. So in the clips you just saw, I got it cast on and I ripped out and I cast on and I ripped out and I cast on and I ripped out and I cast back on. And then I got pretty far. I probably got 8 inches into the project, and I noticed about 4 inches in, I messed up. There were 2 areas in which I messed up. I knit 2 purl rows. No, I knit 2 wrong side rows instead of a wrong and a right. And that's because the marker I used had flipped to tell me that the wrong side was the right side, and I didn't catch the other tells in the project to be able to actually determine if I was on the wrong or the right side. So I thought, I was like, I can keep going, no big deal, this is gonna be fine. So I knit another like 4 to 6 inches after that major mess up, and I was not happy with it at all. So I ripped back again, cast on again, and that's what I'm knitting on now. So I just want to share this with y'all because I am so proud of my progress. I have never done fisherman's rib before, so, or half rib, whatever this is called. So I feel like I'm in a good place with it. There has been 2 things I messed up on. One, oh no. Oh no. No. How do I fix this? I need to figure out how to fix half a fisherman's rib because I split a stitch like 5 rows back. That's not good. Okay. Let me get a pen. Just need one. Having this IKEA set right here, this Calex unit with the drawers right next to where I sit and knit all the time, that holds my knitting accessories, has probably been the best. Echo, turn off. I gotta go. I'm making hard-boiled eggs this morning. I gotta go deal with that. Give me just a minute. Okay, I'm back. The Jaunty Shawl. Let me kind of talk about what's going on. So here's what I found with it so far. The working section, which is your increases, is pretty easy to memorize. And so once you have the pattern down, you can pretty well not really need your instructions. I, however, have them close at hand. I think it's been a couple of days. It's been like 4 days since I filmed casting this on, but I went and I wrote the directions out row by row in my journal here. So I have the setup row written out on one page, and I have the increase pattern written out on another. And what I do to help myself is I have a green flag. This green flag tells me what row set I am on. And I call a row set like row 1 and 2, row 3 and 4. So I just put my flag between the 2 rows that I'm knitting on. And that way I know I always know where I'm at. But I have to fix this stitch, so I've got to watch a YouTube video. To be able to figure out how to do that. I'm sure I'm going to need my fixin' hook. All right. I've just got to get to that spot now. Let me get to this spot. I'm going to get it fixed and I will be back. It actually doesn't look bad. Huh. I know y'all aren't going to be able to see it very well, but I fixed it. Okay, that's super exciting. Y'all aren't going to see that whole process. I'll probably just like fast forward it, but I fixed it. And now I am on a row. This is why I love knitting, because you can split a stitch, figure out the mechanics of what you're doing backwards, and do it. Okay. I am gonna I need a clock in here. I'm gonna just keep knitting away on this morning. Get my stuff picked up a little bit. here's what I'm going to do for the rest of the morning. I'm going to get this to row 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rows to do. And then I'm going to pause because I have been knitting on this for like 30 minutes this morning. And I have other projects I want to work on today. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here on the Jaunty. Hi, and don't look at my table. Look at my Christmas tree. It's great. Hi and good morning. So the saga of the Jaunty Shawl continues. I don't know if what I'm about to do is right, but I'm about to do it. Because I messed up so bad like 3 and 2 inches ago, and I don't know how to fix it, and I'm not fixing it correctly. So what I'm gonna do, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty far into it. This is how much is on my ball. So I'm pulling back to, here we go, right here, right there. That's a lot, but see, like I've been working on it, trying to fix it, and it's, threads are crossed. I don't understand how threads are crossed or how the yarn is crossed. So I'm ripping it out. It's probably a mistake, but it's a mistake I'm going all in on. Wish me luck. I'll be back. Oh, my sweet pickles. Got yucky eyes. Get it. Go fussy. My sweet girl. Where you going? Okay, hi. Last time we're gonna do a where am I at on the Jaunty Shawl, and then you'll see me wrap up this video. And that's because I just realized that yesterday, did I do this yesterday? It may have been yesterday. I ripped out and I didn't show you my progress. I didn't show you kind of like where I'm at. So let me do that now. So y'all saw me rip out to like down here. Like I ripped out a lot on this project. I'm finally back and above where I was when I ripped. And look, here's the problem. It's not, hey, sweet girl, my cat is attacking the knitting needles that are dangling. It's not that this is a difficult pattern, but for some reason, I don't know if it's my tension. I mean, it's got to be my tension. Because those look exactly the same as the ones above it. This one looks different. Anyway, okay, not the point. The point is, I have knit to where I've knit past where I ripped out. Nope, that's not how you say that. I knit past the point where I decided to rip out. So I've knit like, I don't know, 2.5 inches on this yesterday. And I got it where I'm happy with it. I think these like holes will block out because they look exactly the same. There's nothing different between that stitch and the one above it and the ones beside it, besides probably tension. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I need to quit pulling on it. So this is where I'm at, and I'm pretty pleased with my progress. I am trying to get this done by December. It's probably not going to happen because I'm still just in my first ball of yarn. All right, so I'm going to just keep going, but I thought I'd show y'all that I got back to where I was, and I'm just going to keep progressing on it. I cannot wait to wear this. That's why I'm working on it so much, is because I want it done. I want it as part of my wardrobe. I have 2 neck projects that I want done, and I want part of my wardrobe. So I'm trying to kind of split some time on it. So we'll see. But that's where I'm at. Do y'all want to knit with me for a little bit longer? Okay, let's do that. I am going to stop talking. I'm going to watch whatever I'm watching on YouTube, and I'm going to play some fun Christmas music and let y'all just knit with me for a little bit. Okay, I'll be back. Nope, what will probably happen is I will probably just end the knit and close out the video. So hang out with me for a little bit until I close out, and I will talk to y'all later. Hi friends, it is the end of a long day and I have just been knitting on my Jaunty Shawl. But I want to go ahead and wrap up this vlog here and just let y'all know I am having so much fun knitting on this. I know I just showed y'all about, I think what was like 15 to 20 minutes of knitting. I just did that, sped it up, played some music, and had some fun with it. But it really is such a fun knit for me. I have several like stockinette or colorworks projects going right now, and I just want to knit on this. I think it's because I've been so excited about this project, and I just want something fun and quick that's not a lot of management. I should be knitting my muscle burra. I should be knitting on my cowl. Those things, I'll get to them. I have a lot of time to knit tomorrow, so I'm probably going to do that. So yeah, I'm just going to wrap this up here. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope y'all enjoy this little ditty of a vlog. All right, have a great day. I've said that like 5 times. I'll talk to y'all. I will see y'all later. Yeah, it'll be fun. Okay, bye.